Welcome everybody. We're back in action tonight for the Falcongrafix late model stock series. We're live from North Wilkesboro. Current track temp is hot, 120 degrees. Week number 2 on our stop for this series. Had a great race last week, went flag to flag, green flag, looking to do the same again tonight. Efrl Jr. currently the fastest in practice. Austin Green just 1/100th of a second slower. So close our ticker doesn't even distinguish the difference between the two. Both Farron and Elam have been very fast competitors last season, and they're starting this season off the same way. Don't count out Hall or Bates or Nathan Hale. These guys have shown some speed already in the opening weeks of the season. Got just a couple minutes before these guys get to their qualifying runs. 60 laps, no tires, only the set that's on the car. So you got to kind of play the long game, especially when the track is this hot. If you go hard in the first 15-20 laps, you're going to fall off late. We've seen how that affected the guys last week. A guy came from almost dead last to end up winning within the closing laps. Pretty exciting finish for us. Hoping to see another race like that again tonight. Looking to see that number 4 car do well tonight. Matt Cochran, one of our league admins on the Monday night series, helped us out last season doing race control for the late model stocks. Wanted to jump in the car for this season. Wanted to make his presence known in that Toyota. We'll see what he's got for him tonight. In that 82 car, that won't be Brandon Bowmaker, but it actually is son Anthony Bowmaker. He came on like a rocket late in the race last week. Ended up getting into a little bit of a problem. But that guy is super fast. Watch him this season. Matt Moreau is back again this season at number 38 machine. New driver, we got a Scott Whitman in the number 64. We did have a number change on Farron Elam Jr. running the number 44 Mobile 1 car. Brandon Griffiths in the 45 was pretty quick last week. Ran into a little bit of a problem about mid-race. If you are watching on YouTube, please give us a subscribe. If you want to chat with us, you have to subscribe. It's the only way we can make sure we keep the bots out. If you are on Facebook or Twitch, please give a like and a follow. Every little bit helps. If you're looking for merch, check out All the Dirt merch store. Link is in the show description. We got some new stuff up there. We adding a couple more things. We've got our advanced late model stock championship shirt up for Dean Demmer Jr. That thing is looking mighty fly, done for us from the folks at Falcongrafix, our title sponsor tonight. So if you're looking for a wrap, check out Mick over at Falcongrafix. He'll help you out. Reasonable prices, quick turnaround. Mention this broadcast, you'll get $5 off your first wrap. Austin Green has jumped to the top of the leaderboard in practice. We'll see if he can carry that over to the race. Austin has probably some of the worst luck. He's always starting second. And then he gets stuck on that high side and has to work his way back to the front. Alright, who's going to be the first car to set down a quick time tonight? We got the 45 of Brandon Griffiths on the track. See how he's able to make that Dodge come around this track tonight. Oh, got real loose coming out of turn number 2. Had to really get off that throttle. That's going to hurt his first lap. We'll see if he's able to bounce back for a second. First lap was a 1950. Zach Bates going to jump up to the top of the board momentarily with a 1881. Austin Green 1882 in second. Griffith does improve his time to a 1903. Austin Green coming to the checkered flag for his second lap. Going to put him on the top of the leaderboard, 1874. Sean Harrell in second, 1882. Oh, sorry, 1878. Quick time. Brandon Mobaker, first lap, 1892. Oh, once again, sorry about that. That's Anthony Bowmaker. Nathan Hale on his second lap is going to take over P3 at a 1881. Farron Elam Jr. jumps to the top of the board with an 1873. Coming around to finish his second lap. .1873 is going to put him on the point. Once again, Austin Green is going to be starting in second. Looks like everybody has taken time tonight. Just waiting for iRacing to finish up this session. So while you're waiting, if you were looking for a place to race, check out the EFRL. Monday nights, we got Transcendent Design Xfinity Series just entering in the playoffs starting next week. This week was the last race, so we got our championship drivers locked in. On Tuesday nights, we got double headers. We got the late model stock sponsored by Falcongrafix, and then right after that, we have the All the Dirt Super Late Model Series. Happy to have those on board and be part of that with the EFRL. Wednesday nights, we got a Mayhem Series starting. We're going to run 4 different cars. On Thursday nights, in a brief hiatus right now, we've got the Extreme Forces Racing League Dirt Car Series. When we come back to action on Thursday nights, we're going to be running the UMP B mods, and we're going to be running the 360 sprint cars. First time we've ran those in the EFRL. Looking for a fun time there. Alright, starting on the front row, Farron Elam Jr. and once again, Austin Green. Starting in row number 2, Sean Harrell and Nathan Hale. Row number 3, we got Zach Bates and Anthony Bowmaker. Row number 4, we got Matt Cochran and Chris Watkins. Row number 5, we got Scott Whiteman and Matt Moreau. Row number 5, Brandon Griffiths and Patrick Dombrowski. The races are started by iRacing. We go on green. So next time around, Elam and Green are going to lead us to the green flag. I do like that Mobile 144 machine, kind of an old Jeremy Mayfield throwback. I really liked how that car turned out. Base car dips down. Green flag is in the air. Elam and Green going to lead us into turn number 1. We got that number 6 of Harwell down low. Green looks like he's going to be able to clear the 6 car. He's going to drop down in behind that 44. Not losing any spots at the beginning of this one tonight. Farron Elam Jr. looking strong up front, followed by Austin Green, Harwell, Bates, and Nathan Hale. '19 car looked like he got a loose. Ooh, Nathan Hale gets real loose coming out of turn number 2. Oh, sorry, turn number 4. See these guys trying to turn down to get a runoff and get their nose to the inside. You got to be careful when you're putting that much wheel into it. As you're applying the pedal, you will kick the back end out of these cars real easy. Thank you everybody for joining in tonight. We got a heck of a race already. Nathan Hale looking to move to the outside of that 19 machine. Nothing doing that time by. and got into the wall. Just Nathan Hale all over the back end of this 19 machine. You got to be careful the way these noses are shaped. You can't really give a guy a bump without just sending him. On board the 44 of Fair and Elam, looking back at Austin Green. Three of Dombrowski's in the pits already, 4 laps down. Top 5 cars, you can throw a blanket under. Bowmaker currently riding around in 7th. He's dropped 1 position from the start of this race. To be honest, I'm actually a little shocked by that, as strong as Anthony has been in the first couple races, well, the last race of last season, and the way he was racing last week. A very fast kid in that car. Top 5 still nose to tail, barely a second separating them. I'm a little surprised by that number 4 machine of Matt Cochran. I kind of thought he would be one of our bigger movers of the race so far, but he's still currently sitting in 9th spot. He's actually dropped 2 positions from where we started. Top 4 cars, nothing moved there. This is one of those tracks I'm very happy that Dale Jr. and NASCAR have brought back, both into the sim and in real life. This is one of the tracks that helped make NASCAR what it is, and it was one of those ones that you never really should have left. It's the grassroots of racing, short track at its finest. These guys, top 5 cars, are just getting it. They have fallen off about 0.2 of a second from where we've started. Looks like the 23 car has retired from this event. First car out. "23 laps into this event, we haven't seen much movement from the top 5 cars. They've got a huge gap over the 6 car of Watkins. And Watkins has got a huge gap between him and Bonemaker in 7th. Nathan Hill a little out of shape, had his corner entry all messed up that time. Ooh, we see the 9 car Watkins get a little loose on corner exit coming out of turn number 2. Had to gather it back up. John, Travis, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. How you all doing? Oh, we got a dust up. Leaders crash. Just looking at that still image, looks like Farron Elam Jr. got a little sideways. That whole thing was started with the 44 machine. Got loose out of the corner. Green had to take aggressive action to miss him. The 44 gathered it back up, but then his corner entry was all wrong for Green. Hopefully Green and Hall didn't get too much damage from that. Well, that's our first caution. Just about the halfway part. None of the drivers must have had enough damage to pit to try to fix it. So we're going to restart here soon. Alright, looks like we will be restarting right around that halfway part. Farron has led every lap so far, but we saw a rare slip up of him. That was a chain reaction that brought out that caution, causing the 6 of Harwell to lose 3 position, and Austin Green, unfortunately the biggest one hurt by that, is now down all the way to 10th place, lost 8 positions. Cars are lining up, getting ready to go double file. Let's take a quick look at Austin Green's car, see if we can see much damage on it. Doesn't look like it. Car looks still pretty clean. Up front, we're going to have the 44 and 00 restarting as we come out of turn number 4. Bunching them all back up. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Austin Green scrapes the wall just a little bit as they come out of turn 4. Turn 2, sorry. Hale is able to slide down now and secure that 2nd place. Austin Green looking to work his way back up front. We got 27 laps to go. Austin's pretty fast, but I think he's going to need some help on this one. Watkins and 6 of Sean Harwell battling side by side. See some damage to the front of that 6 machine. A 9 car pinching down the 6 on exit. Nathan Hale's looking to try to make a move on the outside. Oh, 9 comes around. Caution is in the air. 9 got loose coming out of the corner, came down across the nose. Not a whole lot of damage, but that is definitely going to bring out our second caution. That's going to give Nathan Hale another shot at the 44 of Fair and Elam Jr. See if he's got the timing down, get a better jump on this one. "22 laps to go." Thanks everybody for tuning in again tonight for the Falcongrafix Late Model Stocks Series presented by the Extreme Forces Racing League. Check out Falcongrafix Designs on Facebook. Mention this broadcast, get $5 off your first wrap. They like specializing in short track cars, dirt cars. We've done some recreations. So yeah, whatever your race car needs are, check us out. We've also done some t-shirt designs. You can check those out at the All the Dirt merch link. Go get yourself a Dean Demmer Advanced Elite Entertainment Championship shirt. And soon we will have the Marcus Swadek Dirt Champion shirt on there. That one is incredibly cool looking. Alright, we're getting lined back up. We're going to be 20 laps to go when we get the green flag. Austin Green restarting in 8th. Top 5 right now: Elam, Hale, Griffith, Harl, Cochran in the top 5. Gotta be real careful now that those tires are worn not to spin them when we're gearing up. Hale gets a good jump on the outside this time. He's got a run on the outside. He might be able to clear Elam going down the back straightaway. Hale has taken over the lead. First time Elam has given up the lead, actually probably in the first 2 races. Bowmaker creeping into the top 5. Oh, we got our spin cars around. Caution is out. Matt Moreau, Chris Watkins involved. Let's take a look at that. Matt Moreau on the bottom in that 38 white, black, and red car. Hey Bobby, thanks for tuning in, bud. Oh, looks like he got turned by the 9 car. Zach Bates sneaking by underneath. A little bit of damage to the back end of that 38. Austin was running really good. He got into a wreck pretty early, or not early, but around on lap 20 or so. He had to go all the way to the back. He's back up to 7th right now. 15 laps to go. We'll see if Elam is going to be able to recreate what Hale did and get a good jump. First time this race that Elam will be in that position. Hale had an amazing start, powered by on the outside to take over the lead. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going green next time by. We're going to have 13 laps left in this race. Pace car's off, green flag's in the air. Front row gets a great start. Side by side as we go through turns 1 and 2. Elam still battling on that high side. Drag race down the front straight. Farron finally able to slide down in line. Fifth through 8th though. Oh, 44 goes around. Caution is out. I think the 44 might have had help. Oh, the 6 just drove right into the back of him. Not a lot of damage. He was able to keep it off the wall and nobody else hit him. Things getting rough at the Wilkesboro track tonight. We get back to racing, it looks like it's probably going to be a 7-lap shootout. Don't forget to tune in right after this race. We do have the All the Dirt Super Late Model Series with the EFRL boys. Tonight we are at that new track, Kern County Raceway Park. I'm pretty excited. It'll be my first visit there. Oh, the 6 has received an EOL. He is dropping to the back for causing that caution. Up front, we got Hale, Griffiths, and Bowmaker. Top 3, Cochran in 4th, Austin Green back up to 5th. Thanks everybody for tuning in for the Falcongrafix Late Model Stock Series. Check out Falcongrafix Designs on Facebook. Mention this broadcast, you will receive $5 off your first wrap. If you're looking for something that's done by them, that 15 car and the 38 car were all painted by Falcongrafix. Oh, not sure what happened to the 45 car. Bad start by him. That's gonna jump. Oh, big wreck, big wreck. Not sure what happened to the 45 on that outside line. It was almost like he didn't go intentionally trying to slide down to that bottom line. It caused a huge accordion effect. That's going to set us up for a green-white checkered. We got Hale, Matthew Cochran, and 82 of Anthony Bowmaker, top 1, 2, 3 currently. You see the 15, 45, and 38 are lined up behind the pace car. They should get a wave around with 1 to go. These boys, we've kind of made a mess of tonight. Not something we normally see from the Efrl. Got some new drivers in here. I didn't think it was that tough of a track to drive, but we're struggling tonight. Farron Elam, after restarting dead last on that one, has moved back up to 7th place. 3 laps to go. Green-white checkered. I don't believe he's going to have anything for the leaders, but it'll be interesting to see how he does fare. Light should be going off on the pace car this time by. And we'll see those front 3 cars get the wave around, so they are back at the back of the field. They're currently almost a lap down. There they go around. We will be going green next time by. Matthew Cochran's going to be starting the outside of Hale. We'll see if he has anything for the race leader. Hale has proven that you can get the job done on the high side. Pace car is dipping off. Here we go. Hale gets a good jump. Cochran on the outside. Anthony Bowmaker down below him. Looks like the battle's going to be for 2nd place. We also have the 19 of Bates up there. Big crash. White flag is in the air. We're going to be finishing this one. Nathan Hale has the lead. Bowmaker and Cochran battling for 2nd, coming to the line. It's going to be Cochran followed by Anthony Bowmaker in the 82 machine. That was a crazy finish. The 9 car got loose, coming to the white flag. Spins out, crash, collected another car of Matt Moreau. We'll give these boys a minute to line up on our front straightaway for pictures. And we will get these guys up in the interview booth. What a finish. Matt Cochran up 5 spots from where he started. All right, let's see if these boys are ready for their interview. We will be starting with our third place finisher of Mr. Anthony Bowmaker. Anthony, this is Mick up in the booth, but how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Kind of a wild race tonight.
Yeah, a lot of crashes and like almost crashes. Like it was close for a lot for a lot.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot more cautions than I was expecting tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a pretty clean race, but it's pretty narrow track, so it's not too surprising.
Yeah, and it looked like a couple of them were self spins that just accidentally collected a couple more cars. Let's see,
Yeah.
where did you start tonight? You started in 6th, moved all the way up to 3rd. Kept your nose pretty clean tonight the way it looks.
Yeah, a lot better than last week. I can say that.
Yeah, you had a fast car last week, but man, you just got caught up in it seemed like almost every crash.
Yeah, and I'd say 2 of them are my fault. So
It happens, we're not
yeah, I kind of
perfect.
did it to myself last week.
Well, this will help you rebound in the points anyways.
Yeah, definitely needed these points.
Let's see, where are we headed to next week? We are at Five Flags.
5 flags.
That's a fun track. I really like that track.
I've never driven there before.
All right, well, it'll be a first for you, but I know your dad's done well there.
Yeah, I've seen them.
All right, bud. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my dad for encouraging me to run this, and my mom for paying for the equipment,
So you got to thank the boss.
and everyone for racing clean. It was a pretty clean race for me.
All right, bud. Well, we'll see you back next week. Congratulations on your podium finish.
All right, thank you. See you next week.
He might have not qualified great, but Mr. Consistency, Matt Cochran.
How you doing, Mick?
Not too bad, bud. What a weird race tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to go green the whole time. I was saving the tires till after 30 laps since I blew them off last week.
Looked like you had a decent car. You were running the high side there at the end, and it looked like you were running pretty good.
Oh yeah, the high side had speed in it.
That was how Hale was able to take the lead from Farron. He did it on the high side. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah. So,
Kind of a crazy night. It was a lot more cautions than I was expecting.
yeah, it seemed like that. The hard part is when people cut down and then the person on the bottom locks up and then somebody behind them runs into it. So I thought the one wreck was going to be called on me when the 45 cut down, but
Yep.
it didn't.
And the one caution was, if you track it back, was actually caused by Farron getting loose coming out of the corner. Everybody had to take evasive action. Then Austin was out of position going into the next corner, and they collected each other.
Yeah.
Then I think we had
But,
2 self spins, which was just weird for this track.
oh yeah, I mean it was the track was a little loose, but I mean you got to set it up loose. If not, you set up too tight, you're gonna burn the tires up, and that's what happened last week.
Yep,
So.
exactly, bud. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
I'd like to thank Dustin Carroll for the paint schemes, Lead Entertainment for wanting to stay on the car this season, and Darnell Racing, and you, Mick, for broadcasting.
All
Because
right.
without you, we wouldn't be here.
Well, thank you very much, bud. It's always fun to talk to you when you get you up in the booth.
Oh yes, sir. Hopefully we get into it in the next race.
All right, we're at 5 flags next week. That should be a good race.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Well, if you're racing in the super late stocks or super late models, then next race.
Yes, sir. And I actually fixed the paint scheme, so you can't complain about it today.
All right, I'll cut you a little slack.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bud. You have a good one. We'll catch you back.
Yes, sir.
Where did our race winner go? Mr. Nathan Hale. All right, there he is. We got our race winner, that 00 machine of Mr. Nathan Hale.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
All right.
Took the lead on the high side. Now that's showing some power.
Yeah, tonight's race for me was just all about right place, right time. I got real lucky, made it through that stack up about midway through the race, and then I think Farron just got really loose coming out of the turn, and that gave me the edge I needed.
Yeah, and once you took the lead, there was no looking back. They weren't even a challenge for you.
I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, like I said, it was my experience was right place, right time. Huge shout out to Austin Green and Farron. They were definitely faster. They just, fell on some bad luck. There were a couple of cautions there towards the end, back to back, that had me kind of nervous.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I was a little bit too. I was wondering how that was going to play out.
Yeah, like I said, it's super unfortunate for those guys because they're definitely faster. They had me covered by a tenth.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Yeah, but luck will only get you so far.
Well, congratulations on your win. Now, you won last week, right?
No, I was in second place.
Oh, you were
week
last
behind
week.
Farron.
That's right.
Yeah.
This will definitely help you in points. You'll take over the points lead tonight. I do believe he ended up finishing 5th after that last caution he was in.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. I wouldn't wish that kind of luck on my worst enemy. He certainly deserved the win, but I was gonna make him work for it if he was up there with me.
Well, yeah, you just can't lay over. That's for sure.
No, absolutely not. Not at North Wilkesboro.
All right, bud. Well, next week we're off to 5 flags. That should be another good race. Lots of tight quarters. I've always had a good time there.
Yeah, certainly. 5 Flags is actually one of my favorite tracks to race, so it should be a good time.
All right, bud. Who'd you like to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out once again to any friends and family that are watching tonight. My sponsors, JMS, Jet Setters, and Whitaker Dump Trucking. My car is actually modeled after my buddy's in real life car, so just glad to be able to represent those guys.
Awesome. Well, the car looks great. Who did your wrap for you?
My wrap was actually done by Warrior Wraps.
All right. You heard it here. Warrior Wraps. Check out those guys. That car is sexy on the track. I like the chrome.
Yeah, they're actually on my car as well. I should have said something. They're on my rear deck lid.
All right, bud. Well, we'll see you back next week.
Alrighty, I'm looking forward to it.
All righty. That's going to do it for the first half of our doubleheader tonight. Kind of a wild night for us. We will be back in action here in just about 10 minutes with the All the Dirt Super Late Model Series. We will see you then. Thanks for tuning in.